We now move on to the biggest of the big, the trains. And with this, really, trains are on tracks, so we shouldn't really have that much problem with them. But every year, of course, people have to cross tracks. It's just the way it is. We try to reduce that issue with lights and safety equipment, but people do cross over on tracks, and it's just part of our life and where the roads go. So trains won't come and get you. You really have to find yourself in the wrong position. So when you're looking at train crossings, when you're approaching, really observe the tracks, look back and forth. Just because the area in front of you is open does not mean they are not there. There's a spot in Buffalo, I know that people will, they can see that the red light's in front of them and it's a cross street. So it's a street that actually crosses over it, makes it like almost a T. And one person will stop at the red light, a second person will stop at the light, at the red light, and the third person actually stops so far back that they sit on the tracks. That is a terrible position to be in. You want to make sure that you're never sitting on tracks, no matter what, even if there's no train around, because you don't know how long you're going to be there and you don't know how quickly the train will catch up. Most trains are going about 30 to 35 miles an hour, which is basically city traffic speed. It is not racing like 80, 90, 100 miles an hour. Some of the fastest go maybe 60 miles an hour. So in a car, we usually travel faster than them. And again, they're on track, so it's not like they're coming to get you. So we really have to think about what we do to put ourselves in harm's way. So we look at that. We're going to stay basically as soon as those lights and gates and everything go off, we're going to stay 10 feet from the nearest rail, and then that is 10 feet from the tracks. So basically, you stay from the gate to the railing, and then you stay 10 feet back of that. So you're a good car length away. There should be nothing that shoots off and gets you or hits you or anything like that. Now, when the last car goes through, this is where you don't want to rush across the tracks. Many people do that, and then there might be a train going the other way on a parallel set of tracks that lines up with it, or the track diverges off and another one can bring their load in going the opposite direction. So always kind of look for two. You'll probably notice that buses and trucks have to stop for that because they're long and they got to make sure that, and you've probably seen your bus drivers stop, open the door, look both ways so that they know that nobody's coming. Now, with this, you can kind of see in the visual here, you're lining up with this area right here, and that's where you should kind of stop, giving that space for this area. So again, just keep yourself out of where you're not supposed to be, and you never should have a problem with it.